Alright, I'm predicting there's going to be a long vlog. So, get comfortable, get the popcorn, get the drinks. I'm going to take you for a ride. Alright, so, the reason why I think this is going to be a long vlog is because I'm going to talk about a couple of things. Hopefully I'll try to make it interesting. Because one of the things I want to talk about is how to be... I'm not going to say successful, because I wanted to say I'm a successful YouTuber. I probably wouldn't even classify for myself as a YouTuber just yet. However, I did take subtle advice that I got from other YouTubers through their vlogs, and I'm taking it in, and I've seen a positive. It's basically, my views are going up. Subscriber count, I don't know if it's going up. I mean, it's not going down. So, but if you want to become successful, I'm gonna just give you short answer. Casey Neistat said it best: keep uploading. So, I want to say just upload. And what I'm gonna do in this video is I want to talk about my channel, what I do, and feel free to copy ideas. I mean, you know, there's no one has a copyright to an idea. You know, if you want to do what other people do. A lot of people, someone makes up this challenge, and you know, the touch my body challenge, the bunny, was it the peeps, bunny peeps challenge, the know my girlfriend challenge, or whatever. You know, people do these little funny things, and you know, and they get views like this. Look, I tried to go a little different route, because you're going to see a whole bunch of them. The Touch My Body Challenge is probably the most recent one. You're going to see a whole bunch of them. You type in Touch My Body Challenge, you're going to see a whole bunch of YouTubers do it. So my thing is, and I guess it's a sort of a tip, other than keep uploading, which is the number one, just put out different content. There's always something, you know, David DeFranco said this best. There's always something for everyone. You know, it says there's a content for everyone, and you know, you have to be a certain type of person to watch his videos, and his videos are good, but some may not find it interesting, but I do. And again, you may think you make a video, for example, this video. Some may not find this video interesting. Some may be interested, intrigued, and say, you know what? Let me see what this guy has to say. And if you watch it to the end, kudos to you, and I appreciate it. But one of the things I do, besides just uploading, I always find a topic, and I just talk about it. That's it. It's real simple. I guess to help out, if you want to start off, and every time you watch something on the news, something that's trending, something that's going viral, just talk about it. It's real simple. Just talk about it. If I don't know, let's say the media talks about something that happened, and you go on the camera and you say, hey, look, this is what I think about what happened, and then that's it. Before you know it, you probably get views. You probably become somewhat successful. I mean, that's just part of it. You know, you do that. If you have a skill, if you have a hobby, you might want to video it. If you have an unboxing, look. If you buy something on Amazon, consider it an unboxing. There's a lot of items on Amazon that, and this is one, I said this is one of my videos. One thing you want to do is, let's say you buy, I don't know, a case for your iPhone. And this case is a name we never heard of. You'd be surprised. People like me are out there who shop on Amazon and type in the product, like, you know what? I want to see if someone did an unboxing on this. And you type in, I don't know, B-Tech 9 case. And then someone actually did a B-Tech 9 case unboxing. And let's say you want to get a little more specific. B-Tech 9 Slim Case series. Then you do that. And guess what? Now you have a pinpointed video. And the more you narrow it down, the more pinpointed you can make the video, the more chances of it getting views. If it's a model number of an appliance or something, or a TV, you know, for example, you might want to put it, you know, whatever model T96583J. You'd be surprised that people actually want that particular model and they want to know a review on it. There you go. If you could make a video pinpointing like that, very specific, you have a higher chance of getting views, because if someone's looking for that particular model, they won't get and they put in that model number, they're going to pinpoint to your video. Now, if you don't put that model number, you just put whatever TV brand series without model number. Now, there may be a few of them, so now you're going to get a whole bunch of videos. You just got to hope they click on yours. So that's one simple way of getting views. Just do unboxing. Talk about, you know, I said the other one was talk about what's going on, current events. If you have a certain skill or a certain something you could teach somebody, if you know about finance, you know, if you work for a company, you know, I mean, I guess I could use my company for example. I know a lot about certain finances and stuff, and I could talk about it without it being a little conflicts, you know. But if you have a skill or something, or a degree in something, you could talk about it. If you're a psychologist, you could talk about some of the medical stuff, some of the, you know, psychological terms and behavioral and stuff like that. Explaining what is this and what is that. When someone does this, what's that called? And you make a video on it. You know, there's always, like, you know, for example, Dave Ramsey. He's all about finances. He makes a whole bunch of videos. His career is based off that. So, you know, you have a skill or a certain something you can contribute. I suggest you do it. And just keep uploading, because you'll be surprised. There's going to be something for everyone. I'm sorry for the camera shake. You're going to be surprised. There's something for everyone, and someone's going to end up clicking your video. It's that simple. It really is. So, I don't know. I suggest also, you can also watch other videos on what they do. I think between what's trending, meaning all these challenges and pranks and you know, as long as they're not harmful, don't do fake stuff, please don't do fake stuff. Talk about what's on news and do unboxings, all that. If you stick with those 4 minutes alone, pretty much sort of what I'm doing, you at least have your foot in the door. You know what I mean? You're getting somewhere. You won't be famous overnight, obviously, but you created a platform of content that you're going to put out there, and your views count will be low, but you have something, you know. And again, just keep uploading videos. You'd be surprised. All I want to stress is when you do that, make sure it's quality, which I myself have to follow, because a lot of times I put videos that are out there, then I repeat myself in other videos, and it's because I don't really take the time to sit down and brainstorm an idea. And the reason why is because I don't like to do that, because I like everything to be spontaneous. Like this video, I didn't sit here and write no keynotes on, okay, I want to talk about this, mention that. I mean, if I did, I'm sure the video would be a little bit more of quality, but I kind of like to brainstorm and just go with the flow, like live TV. Just, here it is. Let's see what happens. So, I don't know. What else can you do? See, at this point now I'm brainstorming. So I pretty much gave you about 10 minutes of somewhat decent content where I'm on the road. Now you're probably going to hear me like, because now I'm thinking about stuff. So usually this is where people end their video and that's it. But then like, I'll end the video and then I'll think of, oh shoot, you know what, I should have mentioned that. So what I'll do is give little previews, because I did say I was going to talk about my channel, right? So I guess I'll start going into that. So normally people write that down. All right, that's about the channel. This is what you're going to say. So about what kind of content you produce, this is what you're going to say. And normally you get what you call it, that kind of video, but you won't obviously see that because it's all done behind the scenes. So what I'll talk about is things that I've put up, and I've mentioned I mean, this is a whole video in itself, so I don't know if I should really get into this type of anyway. So like, I'll talk about how to save money, and inspired by like financial YouTube channels and Dave Ramsey and stuff like that. And then I'll say, you know what, it's very helpful, it actually works, so let me talk about it. So then I'll start talking about ways to save money, and I actually have a video on that. I don't want to like really, I'll summarize it, but I really had a whole video going into details, and it wasn't even half the list. But you know, I'll say things like basically shop around for car insurance. And I gave an example of how we did that, and my girlfriend had shopped around, and she actually saved like literally half, like half or whatever. It was just about half the price that she was paying, same coverage. And I was like, wow, that really, you know, you shop around really does work, you know. And I saw or read or heard actually on the channels that do it every 6 months. It's kind of like, you know, it really is a hassle, but I would say at least once a year, at least. You know, they say 6 months, I say at least half a year, once a year. Another thing you can do is shop for cell phone providers. Now it's too easy, you know, honestly. I'll help you with the research real quick. When you go talk about the national providers, the main in the US, T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, and Sprint, I say T-Mobile has the best plan, but then it goes on your area, how the coverage, so you have to do a little research and diligence. So switching, you know, now if you're not a heavy data user, you might want to think about the alternatives. Metro PCS, Boost Mobile, or those other small companies. A lot of them is subsidiaries of the big companies. But those are things to consider. Switching cell phones, insurance. You'll save money like that. And basically I made a video talking about it, the different things, and how much I've saved. Well, not in detail, but basically I saved a lot of money doing that. Then I talk about advice, and then I do videos on, for example, I upload one recently talking about how people who double park their cars and stuff, and then when the ticket cops come, what they call traffic agents, when they come and write them a ticket, meter maids and stuff write them a ticket. A lot of people are like, oh look, you getting a ticket, I'm like, look, why are you helping them out? Let them get the ticket. So I'll say things that I put into like perspective, and people don't see this, people don't realize it. But you know, you need people like us to basically put things to realization, and people are like, you know what, you're right, that's so true. And one of the things I mentioned in that particular video, again, since I'm talking about the content I'm producing, is I mentioned that, okay, yeah, it's nice, you want to help somebody out, but when you put yourself behind the wheel, now if you like me, you live in the city, when these cars are parked, it creates traffic. So I'm out there like, damn, I wish these guys get a ticket. So now here you are, and a lot of these people don't drive, so they don't really know the struggle. But there's some people you'd be surprised, they drive and they still. And again, I mentioned in my other vlogs, I don't want to say too much on it. But basically, long story short, don't feel bad for these people. Don't help them out. Let them get the ticket. They'll learn. They'll learn. Yeah. What else? You may have a question, a genuine question, and you may want to ask advice. Hey, look, I'm going to Cedar Rapids amusement park. I want to know, and you make a video asking for advice, you know, and you may want to, you know, maybe someone will watch it and comment. And, you know, if I watch a video on it and someone's asking for advice, I'll give a comment. If someone say, hey, I'm going to Coney Island, and I want to know what should, you know, what ride should I go on? You know, like I'll let them know, oh, look, man, this ride is cool, that ride is cool, and that's it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it off there. I don't want to really, you know, put too much, because then it's going to get, like, you know, repetitive, and I don't want to do that, because I want to try my best to produce good content. And if I just ramble on, it's not really good content, because people start clicking away, X in the box. All right, this guy's boring. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and share. Oh yeah, personality. I do what's called YouTube-based acting. Real quick. I have to end it off with like this. My channel, you see that is YouTube-based acting. A lot of things I say doesn't necessarily reflect my opinions, my views. And the reason why I say that is because you have to put character into it. You gotta like put some happiness, and you can't sound monotone, and you gotta put some, you know, acting. You gotta put a little bit of life into it. That helps with the channel. You know, when you put some character into it, opposed to just oh, I'm talking like this, and this is what you gotta do. I'm a little tired now, so you probably see that in this video. But a lot of other videos you see I'm a little more live, I'm a little this, I put a little personality and a little character into it. Anyway, that's it. Like and share. Thanks for watching. Take care.